Welcome back, everybody, to Warriors of the Rainbow Spiritual Guidance YouTube channel. As always, my name is Jason, and I will be your guide. Thank you guys for being here. For those that are returning, welcome back. For those that are new, welcome to the tribe. Remember, you guys, these are timeless readings, so no matter when you find it or how you find it, just know you were meant to find it. They are collective readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Remember, energy can be reversed. I could be talking about you, but truly be talking about somebody around you. You'll have to use your own discernment and your own intuition when it comes to placing the energies. Also, I want to give you a trigger warning. My messages sometimes come with a sting, but it's a truth that stings but then liberates. So just have a bit full awareness, stay open-minded. It's funny, you have this open-minded card here, so just be open-minded, hear what I gotta say, and let it resonate, okay? Let it sit with you. The messages, you may not even resonate with the entire message. You may resonate with bits and pieces. This may be something that you may go through in the future, so you may not be able to resonate with it yet. Just let the message sit, and then apply it by using your own intuition to where it applies and where it doesn't, okay? But just, you guys, watch the entire reading because it builds up on each other. That's the design of it, all right? There is going to be some important messages that are going to be said in this reading. That's why I'm doing it. It's my third take on this because I'm trying to deliver a message without stinging so much, but it needs to be said, okay? So stick around for the message, you guys. If it resonates, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so yet, hit that notification bell. If you'd like to purchase a private reading with Spirit and I, which includes a meditation and all the goodies, my channeling abilities. Right now, I am doing a private reading it's a half-hour reading, approximately half hour, a little bit over sometimes, for $30. That is a limited time offer for another 4 days till February 1st, okay? Happy birthday, Aquariuses, and let's get into the reading. So, I do have some channeled messages here. Okay, so, disconnection. So, some of you guys are having repeated patterns in relationships, not just intimate, but, friendships, work relationships. There's a disconnection that happens, okay? There's a pattern there. Remember, I know you want to share truth with people and you want to help them awaken, but truly that is their choice and they're on their path. Okay? Don't try to share so much information that you're actually cause a friction to happen with those around you to the point where you disconnect with them and push them away. Because yes, you are to enlighten people, but it's not with your words, it's with your actions. There is times it will be with your words, but it's mostly with your actions. I am guilty of this. So when I say this truth, and all these truths, it's coming back to me, okay? Recently I've done this. So I understand. But Spirit's really putting it on my heart to let you guys know that we're here to illuminate people by our actions. To show them the way by providing the way, by showing them way, by us making that way. Does that make sense? You're supposed to take action. You're supposed to overcome your demons. You're supposed to become empowered so that you can then empower those around you. Okay? Connection instead of disconnection. You will disconnect with those that are disempowering you and empower those that are disempowered. But you need to keep people around and in your circle in order to do so. Being a loner, being stuck alone all the time, sometimes is because of things that need to be shifted within you, right? You don't have to prove yourself to nobody. You're not trying to be a better person. You're trying to be more authentic, okay? So sometimes we'll protect ourselves by isolating, but sometimes we also become isolated because we have projected so much negativity onto people without even realizing it. We have made them feel disempowered. Okay? Let others go through their awakening process. Be there by showing them the light and how to get from point A to point B. Show them the path by doing the work in your own life. Active listening. Some of you guys, either you or somebody around you is not feeling heard. And this could be a lot of people, and it could be tying into exactly what I was just talking about. Just make sure you're actively listening to people. And this is not just about people. I'm also feeling this is about spirit. Like, are you hearing truth and then are you applying it? Because if you're listening to me is receiving, okay? Make sure you're truly paying attention to people and to your surroundings. Empathy versus sympathy. This is going into this disconnection. I feel for some of you guys, you may need to start putting on your empathic coat, okay? Meaning, instead of showing people sympathy, which means feeling bad, relate to them, okay? Put your empathic coat on, all right? Be there with them. Understand where they're going from. Remember that you are them. Just because they can't see a truth doesn't mean you saw that truth all the time in your life either, correct? Relate to that then. It's about drawing people in. This is the age of communication, the age of community. It says going from disconnected to connected, spiritually and physically. Lower back pain. Some of you guys are struggling with lower back pain. You might want to check out what that is about, because it's something about repressed emotions, all right, and disempowered thinking, all right. There's a lot of disempowerment going on right now, and I just went through it myself this week, and I'm transmuting it right now. Some of you guys been feeling on autopilot or have been, and this is about the thinking. I feel for a lot of you guys, you're manifesting issues because of your mind. You're not controlling the mind. I feel like you're in the first beginning for some of you guys are about controlling your mind. Remember, everything begins in the mind. Source energy is flown to you and through you, the torus field, right, of the heart. It is also found in the mind. Everything's actually a torus field, but the biggest ones that manifest, mind, heart, coherence. What you think, you will feel. And once you feel, you will create. A seed will be planted into the reality. Right? So just be aware of autopilot thinking. Okay? Some of you guys are battling illness or disease. Could be a Libra because kidneys came up, and Libra does. Libra is about the kidneys. They rule the kidneys, okay? And Libra is reunite. So consequently, I'm seeing this, right? Instead of disconnecting and pushing people away, bring them in and then show them the light by being the light, all right? Cause and effect. The law of cause and effect and fear propaganda. Okay. I have to look again because you have, again, this solar plexus up here twice. Now, if I remember correctly, the solar plexus is the law of cause and effect. I have to go back in my notes here, so just bear with me. It is the fire. So, and what is the solar plexus? It's about confidence, right? Empowerment, feeling empowered. I should have looked this up before. I might have to cut this little part out of the video and paste. You know what I mean? There we go. Okay. Yeah. The solar plexus is a law of cause and effect. And see, I wrote this down. And then in the cards, it's here. Okay? So it's telling me exactly what I need to talk about. Okay, you guys. Looking out into the world and seeing all this chaos that is told to us on these news and in the world about the Rothschilds and the educational system and all that stuff. Yes, that may be truth. But the universal law is cause and effect. Okay. You are the cause and the effect when it comes to disease and illness. Nothing outside of you can hurt you. It is you ingesting it mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. You are the magician. You are the manifester. You are the creator of your reality. If you are sick with an illness or a disease, it's because you ingested something. You took in something that shouldn't have been taken in. This could be a physical thing. For most of you guys, it is the mind. You're thinking incorrectly and then manifesting dis-ease. And what I do feel, for some of you guys, it's survival mind. It's fight or flight. And you really need to understand, I'm right there with you, okay? So I'm saying this to you because I relate. That's what I just went through this week. I keep riding this wave, right? And it's because we're being called to empower ourselves. We're being called to mastery. We have to understand that we are the cause. We are the effect, okay? The sine wave, everything is atom. So we are creating our reality. So if you're watching all this stuff in the world and putting yourself into a state of fear, then you are disempowering yourself because you do not need to watch that. Granted, there may be stuff going on, but if you understand that the law of cause and effect is at play, whatever is happening to any person, there's a cause for that happening. Meaning, vibrationally, they open themselves up to receive that. So yes, we want to defend the world and be the defender of others, but how are we to be the defender? We're to raise our own consciousness and our vibration so then it reflects out into the world. So it's repelled out into the world than everybody else. Because as we expand our consciousness, as we do the next best thing, everyone else starts seeing the way. So you understand, you guys, the cause and effect. If the world is in chaos, it's because we're allowing it in chaos. We're allowing our own world in chaos. Because I'm really starting to wonder what is going to happen when those that are becoming the magicians, that are staying in those high vibrational, 600 scale, in that scale, right? What is going to happen? You can't be touched. You can't be harmed because you are the cause and effect. I hope you understand this powerful truth. You have the power inside you to create a reality. What reality are you creating? Okay? Understand the red shift, blue shift, the push and the pull, the action and the rest that applies in all things. Okay? Friction is created by that push and the pull. And this is that cause and effect. Fear propaganda. Watch out for it right now, you guys. Stop feeding into it. Yes, even if it's truth, doesn't mean it has to be your truth right now. And why is there so much communications and internet and all that stuff? Because it's disempowering you. Because it's keeping you in a state of fear. Let me ask you a question. 200 years ago, before there was internet, before anybody could hear the news, okay? Say you lived out in the woods and you only heard, what was going on in the world maybe once a year. How more empowered would you be in your own being? Think about it. I really want you to meditate on what I'm saying here. I want you to meditate on the law of cause and effect, okay? Because you're about to be empowered. That's what I'm getting here, all right? And it's going to cause a light to turn on. That's kind of what I'm getting. A light bulb is going to turn on once you fully understand the reality and the power that you have, okay? You're going to go from disempowered to empowered. All right, let's get into the reading. Look, dark side. This is that song right here, man. Yeah, because you're focusing on the dark side. Guys, remember, where your focus go, your energy goes. So if you're focusing on the fear, if you're focusing on what's wrong with the world, you are then giving your energy to it, propagating it. So don't focus on it. Yes, I'm not saying to not say it's there. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying what is happening is this is a journey of individual ascension. The world, everybody is consciousness choosing their path. Instead of focusing on the world, it's time to focus on our world and being the master of your domain. Mental, spiritual, physical, emotional, all of it. It is your job and duty. You're the cause and the effect. So if you believe you have to fear X, Y, and Z, then you are giving your power to it. So now because you gave your power to it, that's the cause. What's the effect going to be? I hope this is making sense because it's a very powerful truth. Okay? All right, so what do we have here? Let's get into the regular reading, you guys. That's what I have for channel messages, and now I can see why Spirit was showing this to me. Okay? So here we have the third house, communication, and then the solar calm, clarify. I'm going to get a new camera, you guys, because it's not focusing like it should. So I'm going to end up buying a new camera here. So the solar calm and communication clarify. So you may be You may be getting some type of communication from somebody to clarify something. I'm also getting, excuse me, this is about the communication you're having with yourself. Like, I feel like for some of you guys, you're getting downloads, but then what is happening is the lens of perception that you're filtering these downloads from are in a fear vibration, and you're missing the point. And I feel like you're following a lot of people on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube that are doing the same thing. Listen, if the people you are following are not empowering you to be the magician, to rise above your circumstances, to shift your being from within you, then do not watch them. If they're talking about all the crap that's going on in the world constantly, and it's giving you that feeling of disempowerment, disconnect. But if you're watching somebody feeling empowered, I want you to continue to watch them, because we're here to rise. We're not here to descend. Okay? I'm not saying that all this stuff not going on is going on. All I am saying is, for the last many, many years, forever long, as you know, I've heard some people say, man, there's always been some conspiracy going on in the world, even back 40 years ago, right? What does that tell you? Just really think about it. Maybe there's things going on that are not much of a reality, but being spit to us so that maybe they're understanding that we all create our reality, that it's not just one, it's the whole. And if you get a percentage in a fear, then your crap is going to keep going while everybody else is disempowered. You're empowering yourself. Just think about it. It's very simple what's going on. And once you awaken to this, you're going to tap into your power. And that's what I'm seeing here is like you're being asked to snap out of this and get into your power. All right? All right. Third house, communication. So number 41, that's the number 5. That's changes. I feel like there's a change coming in from somebody's going to talk to some of you guys. Third house. If your chart were a village map, the third house would represent your local neighborhood, primary school, and corner pub. It symbolizes how you learn, communicate, and move around your familiar world based on your sibling-like relationships and people in your local environment. Action. Check the lines of communication and your thinking process. First, repair any actual technical glitches, loose wires, computer, or phone problems. Then take this metaphor a step further and look at how your messages are sent and received. Wow. Make sure you understand what was intended in a letter or email you received. Ask other people what they heard you say in an exchange. When in doubt, ask for more information and repair any miscommunication. Then take this metaphor in-house and look within. Notice the quality of your thinking. Repair glitches, stretch your mental muscles, and improve the quality of your communications. You may need to learn new ways to express yourself so others hear your true intentions. Think about how you learned to communicate growing up through your relationships with siblings or sibling-like friends, your early school experiences. Investigate how those early relationships form mental habits that affect the present moment. You may need to get out of your head and get a fresh perspective. Observe and test your assumptions. Check for confirmation bias, the tendency to believe anything that supports your opinions, and reject new information that challenges your worldview. Read a spiritual text or ponder a metaphysical concept, and let it stretch your mind. Check in with siblings and sibling-like friends. Look for any shadow of rivalry, and see if you can switch it to mutual encouragement where all win. It's up to you to reframe this. To reframe this dynamic. What was I saying? The connection and disconnection, right? You guys, it's communication with others, man. Are you pushing them away, or are you building them up and bringing them in? Okay. There is power in this, man, and I'm guilty of it. I've done this too, right? I don't need to be right anymore. Why? And ask, why are you sharing certain information with people, right? Anyway, is it going to empower them or disempower them? Instead, show them the way by being the proof that it works. Don't be hypocritical and say all this truth, but then come back and be not following through yourself. Okay? Challenge. Chatter is not the same as communication. Sibling or sibling-like rivalry can challenge you to grow in small doses, but don't let it distract you from your self-direction. Stay on target. Gift. We are all siblings in the eye of spirit. Let that sink in. Overpowering them. Okay? You don't have to be right, man. Okay? It's okay. Let other people learn on their own. Be the example by showing them. Okay? Solar calm. Clarify. So when the sun is calm with few sunspots or solar flares, its steady energy is quiet and soothes any turbulence in our solar system. The volume is turned down in all other aspects of your astrological chart. Telescopes see farther into space. People tend to search for the metaphysical. Plant growth slows down on Earth, but the arts and creative processes often blossom. Politics tend to be opinionated but quiet. Attitudes more entrenched. It's hard time to start a revolution. Yeah, we're in that season right now in the northern hemisphere. We're in a calm. It's easy to see. We're in the winter, right? That's because the sun is not radiating its power. It won't until it hits the equator again and starts making its return in Aries when the new year begins. Okay? Action. Just appreciate the deep, energizing quiet of this time. Work for steady progress and play the long game. Listen to your muse and support the arts. Take a creative approach and work toward positive change within the systems that are now in place with gentle, steady pressure. Find like minds and grow those deep connections. Listen to the quieter voices that are not usually heard, whether this is the whispering voice of your intuition or the subtle voice of introverts or underrepresented. In romantic relationships, hold hands and look for places for quiet refuge together. Build relationships now that will help you manifest needed changes when the tides turns and the sun activates. Okay? It's connections, you guys. Build connections. Don't stop disconnecting and pushing people away and let them come in. Let them be themselves. Remember, you were them too. You didn't have all the wisdom and knowledge at one time, right? So, loving guide. Be the loving guide. Challenge. It's not a time to push ahead or spark change. If you try to motivate practical change in your life or try a totally new approach, it can feel like trying to light a match in the fog. Be patient and the fog will clear in time. You know, it's funny, it's a download that I had. In the Northern Hemisphere right now is not a time to start new things. This is a respite. It's the winter. It is the non movement energy. You have movement and rest, okay? The yin and the yang. Know what time you're in. Know the seasons. Right now, we are in Aquarius season. This is inner calmness, communications with spirit, communications and networking with other people to prepare yourself for when the next season of action, okay? The gift. Meditation helps. Turn down the noise in the outer world and listen with clarity to the knowing within. Let go of the details of the story and feel the call to spirit, to connection, and to the interconnectedness of all existence. In this quiet clarity, you can see far away to the distant stars and come to understand the overarching patterns. You know, guys, I'm honest. All my channel messages are already written down. Then I pull cards, okay? So it's just showing how I'm in tune. I love it. It blows me away. It just keeps amazing me. The more I trust my intuition, the more I get, okay? And I had to go through processes this year, and you got this, you guys, okay? Honestly, you are far more powerful. Stop looking everything outside of yourself as a potential threat, that you can't do anything about it, and start realizing that you can change your reality right now from within your being. Connect to that truth. Connect to spirit and connect to those around you. Love is the vibration that brings everything together. It's the heart, okay? The plane of inertia. We're all connected onto it. The good, the bad, the ugly. There is no enemy. You're the enemy. That's what you got to understand. If you're dealing with oppression, it's because you have oppressed, or there's something within you oppressing yourself. All right? In your overall energy, you have the solar plexus and the door to personal healing and happiness. You are the creator. Let the seed get planted. If you want to heal, you want to go through a regeneration process, you have to allow it to happen within your being. The door is inside you. Okay? This is also about the rejuvenation process of the cerebral spinal fluid, the seed. What happens is, when the sun enters your moon sign, every month for 2.5 days, what will happen is the cerebral spinal fluid will be secreted from the higher mind through the pineal gland, down through the pituitary gland, through the spinal cord. It will make its descent down into the sacral chakra, where it will unite with the fluid of life, the other fluid, there's other fluid down there, and it will mix, and it will become lighter. As long as you don't waste that to sexual desire or pleasure at that time, it will then mix, become light, and it will start its ascend back up. It will stop in the solar plexus. In the solar plexus, it's the fire, it's the magnetism, it's where it receives its charge. It will receive its charge. After 2.5 days, it will start ascending back up. And it will go into the higher mind and rejuvenate all your cells. It will illuminate your mind. Dormant cells that have been in your mind will become sparked. But you have to take that serious, okay? This is a path of physical regeneration. But it's something you have to be serious about doing, okay? But for some of you guys, for you guys, it's also saying that you are the creator. Be confident in yourself and understand that no matter what the seed is, doubt, fear, worry, you're planting it in, which then closes this door. Okay? This confidence is how this door gets opened. All right? In your mental space, you have joy and renewal. Underneath joy, you also have stillness. So yeah, see stillness, and underneath that is transmutation. There it is. See what I mean? I can't make it up. It's about switching your mood, going from disempowerment to empowerment, from lack of joy to joy. Okay? Renewing. This is a renewal process. It starts in your own mind. The song right here, Hippie Sabotage, I Don't Care. Yeah, you got to start getting to that point where you don't care what other people think and just being yourself. Okay? For some of you guys, you may, are too worried about what other people will think and you're not expressing yourself authentically. Like I said, in your physical experience, you have this conflict, these obstacles and challenges, and underneath it, you have deception and envy. This is your mental space, is what I'm getting here. It's what you're focusing on, okay? The fear, the duality, okay? This is what I'm seeing, is you're focused on, the fear and the worry and the doubt and all the propaganda, and it's actually making you feel disempowered. You're also focusing on things that you know you should do, but you're not listening to yourself, and you're kind of feeling upset with yourself, is what I'm getting here. All right? It's the polarity, because the sacral chakra is about the law of polarity. All right? But understand that polarity is still oneness. Polarity is rest and action, light and darkness. They're still the same. Black is the absence of, it's not the absence of white. Because white is a color, and black is all colors in one. Okay? So there's an inner conflict within yourself. It's a deception, or that you can't do something here, or you don't have the power. But the truth is you do. And the moment you step into that, you open in your heart space, and you become the magician, I can't make it up, you will then be rejuvenated. You will then, positive action, move forward, and this new energy would come in. Okay? Bring in more harmony, releasing disruptions, and allowing you to have triumphant success, because your vibration is going to change and everything is just going to fall. It's going to come as it's supposed to. A union of, this is you. It's not about, a spiritual union is talking about how everything is in divine order. It's a law of cause and effect. If somebody is going through trouble, it's because there's something within them that needs to be transmuted. That's the truth, you guys. That truth is empowering. In your emotional heart space, you have, again, the solar plexus, finding balance. Underneath the solar plexus, you have healing begins, and joy and stability, followed by simply love and heal. And then crown chakra, okay? And then giving and receiving. So it's the same thing, you guys, okay? Balance in the heart space. This is telling me the magician, you see all the elements right here? It's about finding balance and confidence within yourself. And to understand that everything is a vibrational match. Okay? If you're lacking confidence, it's going to be because something is not, there's an imbalance within your being. Okay? Bring things into balance. Believe in yourself. It's also talking about, overcoming the five senses, the carnal nature. In your advice, you have to be fair and regeneration. So for some of you guys, really look up and research the cerebral spinal fluid, the sacred secretion, and really apply some of the wisdom that is applied there. But I really want to point to this to be fair card, because this is it. It's divine justice. That everything happens in divine order. Don't lose that truth. The law of cause and effect is something that Spirit really wants you to research and understand, because if you're feeling disempowered, if you're looking at the world as a victim, that's because you're not understanding how your reality is manifested. You are giving your power away. Everything is done in divine order. All right, and also I will say, be fair with other people, okay? Wow, this song, Shoot Me Alive. Do you get it? Do you see it? All right, you guys, just be fair with yourself and understand that everything is divine justice, okay? You also have this teacher card, the seeker, wow, underneath that, wow, see what I mean? And then the warrior underneath that, and the communicator, right? On the bottom, this is all on the bottom of the deck, okay? The teacher says, I study and share with them with those who will value it. The seeker says, I seek new friends and experiences to expand my awareness. The card that you pulled was the farmer. I enjoy being of service to those who deserve it. Who deserve it? Okay, we're going to talk about this, which I already have. You guys, I'm on point. I enjoy sharing. I study and share wisdom with those who will value it. Okay, you don't have to share it with everybody. Just share it with those that are open to it. Stay connected with those that aren't, because they will. Eventually, they're going to come to you with answers. I've seen it numerous times in my life. Okay? So just remember that. Don't allow people to be, don't repel people away. All right? Unify with everyone. In your advice, you have clues and open-minded. Okay? So these downloads that you're getting, stay open-minded. For some of you guys, like I said, you're getting downloads and you're filtering it through the wrong eyes. You're not filtering it through your spiritual eyes, so you're missing something, okay? Wow, I just got upload, what do they call it? Like when it comes into your feed to let you know that someone uploaded a video, and it's for Libra. So Libra is the law of cause and effect, you guys. It's the scales. I can't make it up, okay? You are getting clues. I'm going to read these two cards here at the end. Okay, and then you also have freedom, and I'm going to do that after. Let's go into the tarot. I'm going to use the witches today as I'm guided. I've already pre-shuffled. I'm going to do 3 more shuffles. Spirit, show the collective what they need to see. Show the collective, anyone sees this, Spirit, what they need to see. Anyone. Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate you, Spirit. All right. Look at this. 6 of Pentacles. Equal give and take. This is also telling you that you always receive what you give. It's, again, the laws of cause and effect. Okay? If you give, you're going to receive. At what measure you give is at the same measure you're going to receive. Okay? So if you're giving people grace, you're going to receive grace. Don't weaponize things, man. Okay? This word weapon X just popped up, and it made me, like, when I say weaponize, just watch the words that you're saying, and, You know, like why you're saying certain things. Are you lifting people up or are you trying to bring them down? Okay? I do feel like you're going to for some of you guys, you have some type of gift or something that's going to be coming, or you're going to be gifting somebody with something here. All right. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the King of Wands. Okay, hold on here. So we got some reverse cards here. So we got the King of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, like I said, it's not a time for action, you guys. It's a time for rest. Whoever's resonating with this, the Nine of Wands. I don't know why my camera is not really focusing at all. And then we have the Lovers. And a Three of Cups. Okay. So what I'm getting here is investing in yourself. Okay? Don't focus on big things right now. Focus on the little things, a moment, what you can do right now. Okay? Because over time, as you keep planting these seeds, that is like growth is done in the present. It's about doing what you can right now, living in the moment and investing in yourself. Okay, investing in yourself. Seven, I want to say, is spirituality, inner awareness, mastery, wisdom, insight, success. This is about investing within yourself. And the page is telling me like investing with joy and excitement, right? Maybe you need to bring some lightheartedness into your experience right now, okay? Getting out of the so serious state of mind. All right, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. With this King of Wands, this Knight of Swords, and this Queen of Wands all in reverse, it's telling you that right now it's rest. It's not the time, it's first of all not the time to take fast action. It's time to slow and steady wins a race, okay? The fire is telling me that fire is about movement, right? It's not time for movement. This is time to go within, to slow down and make calculated decisions based on where you want to go, okay? The King of Wands upright and the Queen of Wands are very confident. They're action oriented. They go after what they want. They know that they can. They know they can fulfill it. They're fire. Electromagnetism. But when it's in reverse, it's saying right now that energy is not supportive. It's also saying that you may be thinking not confidence, lacking the vision, lacking the whole picture, and just need to slow down. Okay? That's kind of what I'm getting. Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with a fire sign. Okay? And this could be talking about how there was a disconnection and why. And that could be because of someone being guarded. All right? This is that energy that is pushing things away from you. Because, okay, this is Gemini because it represents the two hands and the arms. So I was talking about with this to someone today. So source energy comes through the crown and it goes down through the pineal, right? So it goes crown to the pituitary third eye, it goes through the Taurus, the lower mind, okay? Then what is Gemini? The two hands. Yes, because everything is going to be required action. Action is required with the hands, right? You don't just create by your thoughts. You create by your thoughts and your actions. That's one thing, but it's also because you have to choose. Are you going to filter it through the feminine or masculine side? The intellect or the spiritual? The rest or the action? You see what I mean? So you're being shown that right now you need to just rest and direct your energy because action is going to be required here. All right? There will be action that is going to be required. But it's not time for that right now. That's what I'm getting, okay? Right now, it's time to connect, to bring people in, and to harness your power by being the magician. Okay? You're being called to build connections. Three of Cups is about connections, coming together with people, and also connecting with your higher nature so that you can take action later on, so that you can overcome this distractions and these illusions in your life. You notice how the number 7 is here again, and it's about that inner, within you, these cups, you're focused all over the place. And instead of focusing on one and walking away, so going from the 7 to 8 of the cups on the bottom of the deck, that tells me that you are going to start cutting things out, cause and effect. Okay? But you're not able to see that unless you're focusing on truth. And then snapping back into your power, into the Empress, and understand that you are the creator of your reality, that nothing outside of you can touch you. And then once you do that, boom, you receive the gift and the boomstick, and the world works for you. All right. Let's see what these advice. I'm going to read To Be Fair because I am feeling pulled to this card. First, we're going to read this. That is number 38. You guys, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, I truly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. All right. I cannot make it up, you guys. To be fair. Essential meanings. Balance. Justice. A need to consider options. Mutual benefit. The law of cause and effect. I can't make it up. The Oracle's message. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing. Yet over time, they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving to letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You'll always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. I really should end this message right here because, you guys, many of you really needed to hear that truth, okay? You really, really did. I'm going to read Clues and Open-Minded because I just have a feeling. I'm going to read these because I feel like I'm being guided to. We're going to start off with the clues, even though which is 38, which is 11, which is 2, which is all about duality or polarity and choices and decisions. Clues. Every day you are given signs and clues to help you decipher the next steps for your life purpose, life lessons, or heart's desire. It takes awareness and diligence to recognize these messages. Everyone receives their clues differently, but there are similarities in how the divine tries to provide guidance. Clues are repeated until the message is received. The universe may try to relay messages to us through animals. If a specific bird shows up repeatedly, consider it a sign for you. If you see butterflies, a deceased loved one may be sending you love or a hello. Everything in nature can convey a message, including animals, flowers, trees, insects. The message will vary according to what the symbol means to you. Your connection to a specific animal will shape its meaning for you. Trust your gut when it comes to interpreting the message an animal has for you. Divine orchestrates the delivery of your messages. A seemingly random encounter may not be random at all. Serendipity lets you know you are on the right track. You may hear a song repeatedly that reminds you of a desire or individual. You may see numbers, colors, or symbols that hold meaning for you. You might experience buzzing, ringing in your ears, or get goosebumps when someone says something with significance to you. Clues can also come in dreams. Stay alert for different signs the universe is sending you. A young fairy girl peers from behind a tree, surrounded by the symbols. The spider web in front of her can be a prompt to get into creative flow. The lights twinkle around the fairy may signify inspiration, ideas, intuition, or perception. The shades of black may allude to mystery, that which is hidden, or that something will be revealed. The purple hues may contain a message about your spirituality, how you are thinking, or something you are seeking at this time. The affirmation: I raise my awareness to receive messages and clues to assist me on my path. I am grateful for this divine guidance. Okay, we're going to read this open-minded because I'm getting, and this is what was said earlier, is that I feel a lot of you guys are getting downloads, you are seeing clues, but the perception that you're looking at of it is fear-based, and it's not, wow, look at, woke up in love, okay? Filter it through the eyes of love, unconditional love through spirit, and things will start to make more sense. All right, open-minded. It may be challenging to let go of expectation. You might find yourself trying hard to identify whether the outcome of a situation will be good or bad. Being open-minded means releasing your assumptions and coming to a person or situation afresh. One way to become more accepting and open-minded would be to embark on an experience that is entirely new to you. Opening your mind can be as simple as taking a different route to work or trying food you have never tasted before. Exposing yourself to fresh encounters will help you develop a more open-minded approach to life. When you try something entirely new, you form an opinion based on your direct experience, uninfluenced by someone else's impressions or feelings. When you are open-minded, you become more willing to change your views when faced with new information or evidence. Being open to a broader spectrum of information and assistance helps with problem solving. It offers a clearer way of looking at situations, resulting in better solutions. As there are fewer limitations on your resource pool, you will increase your prospects and come up with more distinct and tailored responses. A baby is surrounded by butterflies, bubbles, insects, flowers, birds, and rabbit. Do you recall a time when you were absorbed in an experience? Toddlers and babies can be entirely fascinated by whatever has their attention. Young children live in the moment and become entrenched by the smallest of creatures or experiences. Butterflies usually mean transformation, but they also represent the magic of belief. The wheat in the image can relate to rebirth, abundance, life, or fertility. The rich brown hues refer to wholesomeness, honesty, grounding, foundation, warmth, and the feeling of security. Reflect on your opinions or beliefs and see where you can incorporate a more open-minded approach. Affirmation: I am grateful for my ability to be open-minded. So be open-minded, you guys. Okay? Just remember, always source what you're getting for information. Okay? And just remember, divine love is really the ultimate truth. For your affirmation, you got freedom and extraordinary. Freedom says, I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Yeah, victim mindset, not forgiving somebody, not understanding that there was two that makes two to tango, right? Releasing resentment, all right? And then extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Yeah, you are the extraordinary. Okay? You are. And lastly, let's spin the dice and see what your number is before we close out this reading. Spirit guides, angels, what is the collective's number? What is the collective's number? Number 4. So, 4. In my notes, it's structure, foundation, realization, stable, situations, and planning. So it goes back to planning, taking action. Start setting yourself up to know where you're headed, right? Remember, staying in the moment, doing little things today. What can you do right now? A lot of you guys, it's rest and rejuvenation time, okay? But it's going to be time to take action here soon. Right now, it's about finding what is not working for you and what is. Okay? Taking little steps forward. It's really about weeding out the weeds within your own being. Okay? So that when it's time to take action, you are empowered to take that action. This is what I got for you guys. Let me know if it resonates. Hit that like button if it does. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. If you'd like to purchase a private session with Spirit and I, go ahead and email me. It is in the description box. If you guys like to donate, there's options to do so. And thank you guys. It does help. You know, unfortunately, we live in this society with money. And I do have more decks that I'd like to get and a dry erase board so I can do some more educational videos. But if this is where we split off, I want you guys to know that I am sending you so much love, light, and peace. From my sacred heart to your sacred heart, I am sending you so much love. Namaste.